Oh yes, it is Trump Trainwreck Tuesday. And try to imagine, if you will, just go with me in this breaking story, if you were actually a Secret Service individual in this White House, whether you like Trump or not the point. But imagine trying to follow this man around throughout his day, whatever that means. Usually I think spending a lot of time putting up posts on Truth Social and watching a lot of TV, along with eating some burgers and stuff. But what comes out of Trump's mouth, along with what he does, just randomly, does make you wonder, since of course they stopped keeping a daily guest book and a daily log at the White House when he's president for good reason. It is absolutely insane in this breaking story what Trump just randomly decides to do on a Tuesday. Take a quick listen to a couple of these from when he does the weirdest and says the oddest things ever. This.
Where I could stand in the middle of Fifth Avenue and shoot somebody and I wouldn't lose any voters, okay? It's like incredible.
We will build a great wall along the southern border, and Mexico will pay for the wall.
Yeah, never built that wall, but that didn't stop him from this.
A friend of mine recently said that I was the most persecuted person in the history of our country.
Or being this incredibly rude.
Now the poor guy, you got to see this guy. Oh, I don't know what I said. I don't remember. He's going like, I don't remember. Maybe that's what I said. Windmills are causing whales to die in numbers never seen before. Nobody does anything about that. They're washing up a show. The windmills are driving them crazy. They're driving the whales, I think, a little batty.
Yeah, windmills. That's a real problem.
If you have a windmill anywhere near your house, congratulations. Your house just went down 75% in value.
Of course, he'll always believe this.
A friend of mine recently said that I was the most persecuted person in the history of our country.
And actually having the audacity to say this.
In Springfield, they're eating the dogs, the people that came in. They're eating the cats. They're eating the pets of the people that live there. And this is what's happening in our country, and it's a shame. Make America great again. She's destroying this country.
So in this breaking story, imagine the reporters at the White House shock when all of a sudden, out of the blue, Trump just appears on the White House, rambling. Can't even hardly hear. Check out this story.
On the roof of the White House, he's taking questions, or he was just a few moments ago.
Looking good, Peter.
Are you going to blow up there? What does that mean?
Well, it's another way to spend my money for the country. Anything I do is financed by me, so you're not where it's contributed. Just like my salary is contributed, but nobody ever mentions that.
What in the world is he doing? This is a man who allegedly had someone from the top of a building about the same height shoot at him, allegedly. He just decides to randomly start walking around the White House on top of it, rambling and talking about how he gives up his $400,000 salary. While he makes $400 billion on the side. Emoluments clause. He doesn't even know how to spell it, much less does he care about it. But this is our president.
I think if they win, I should get all the credit, and if they lose, I should not be blamed at all.
Yes, he really said that. And no, he wasn't kidding. He would, quite simply, like to have his cake and also eat it too. In Trump's world, all good things are the direct result of his actions, while all bad things are definitely someone else's fault. He's forever telling himself a story in which he is the forever hero, fighting off the losers and the haters who are dragging him down. Case in point, this tweet from Maggie Haberman of the New York Times. Quote, Trump is indeed furious this morning, particularly about Mehmet Oz, and is blaming everyone who advised him to back Oz, including his wife, describing it as not her best decision, according to people close to him. It was his wife's fault.
This is the man running this country straight into the ground because he is literally losing his collective mind. And they will never say it. Far more so than what he used to like to call Sleepy Joe. Oh, we have Sleepy Don. He's just sometimes sleepwalking on a regular basis, like today on top of the White House. Unbelievable. You guys stay frosty.